Hey there everybody, this is the Gamer Dojo and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. In the last part, we watched a whole prologue and we got to this part. I didn't want to start it because even though it does take like a few couple minutes to do, we would have been over time. Anyway. No, this is something I wanted to show you last time. Press R and you could go into this. Now this is mainly what I wanted to show you. Vulnerary wanted to describe these. Rapier is, these are swords, of course. The steel sword has a rank of D, but notice how it's grayed out. Well, that's because her rank in swords is only E, which is why she can't use swords of D currently. As that bar grows, she becomes a little more proficient, and once it fills up, she'll move to D, and etc. But notice how the rapier is proficient and not a letter. Well, that's because, it's a sword that only Erica can use. And it's notice how it says effective against infantry. That means I'll show you later, there's people mounted on horseback that this sword is pretty good against. Plus, this has an increase in critical hit. A vulnerary, it's a medicine that has 3 uses, and once used, when one use is used, it heals your person 10 HP. No more, no less. And now let's get down here. Actually, screw that, that's equipment. Alright, let's talk about this. Strength. The higher the number, the more damage you inflict, basically. Skill. That determines critical hit ratio. Speed determines how many hits you could get in one turn. Luck. Anything. Everything in the game, luck is involved. Defense. A physical. If an opponent does 10 damage, you subtract 3 from it. Resistance, that's magic. It's very easy to not get those two mixed up. Move, how much you can move. And con, if someone's aid is lower than your person's con, you can carry them and rescue them. Alright, now let me go over this. With the rapier equipped, it has certain things currently. Now notice how Erica's attack is an 11. That's because it is a 7. Alright, let me go over this quickly. Range, how many spaces you could hit from it. 1, of course, because it's a sword. Weight, how heavy it is. That slows down your character. Doesn't really matter later on, but currently it does. Crit, that it's an increased crit. Notice how that's 10 and that's 0. And this says 10 plus your skill. So it's a pretty good chance you could get a crit. Hit ratio, it's 95 plus, I think your skill. Yes, skill. So her hit ratio is a 95 plus 8. Alright? And might, that's how much attack power it has. So 7, and her strength is 4, that's 11. Hit, I explained that. Range, crit. 8 plus 10. I don't know how that one works, but whatever. And avoid. I think that I don't know what avoid is based on, but yeah. So that's basically all you need to know. But one more thing. Notice how these guys have axes. Well, I'm going to explain something to do that I'm going to have to speak like this. So. In Fire Emblem, there's something called the weapons triangle. 3 main weapons in the game: lances, axes, and swords. There's another triangle, but I'll explain that later on. Now, the triangle, lances, basically, this is the basics. Lances beat swords, swords beat axes, axes beat lances. So, when you're battling, try to make sure that you have somebody fighting someone that they're good against. Like Erica over here. No, since Erica is moving up. Because she has a sword, notice the arrow going up. She has type advantage over them. Notice that way, that person has decreases, hits slower, you know, etc. So, this is what a battle looks like. Your basic, you know, turn-based, and then the enemy goes. That was a 5-minute turn I took. That's pretty stupid. Now, usually when you attack someone, you mainly gain 10 experience. When you kill someone, you gain much more, usually 30. Maybe less when you're more. Alright, now you think, oh, let me get Seth and kill the leader. No, because Erica basically can gain I think 100 experience from this guy. Oh, one more thing before I go. Oh, before I fight this guy. Forests basically, notice how the plane. It says plane, and it says defense and avoid 0. But notice on the forest it says it has numbers. On a forest, you gain bonuses. In a forest, your defense is increased by 1, and your avoid is increased by 20. So, what I'm going to try and do is, because this guy moves up sometimes, so if he comes up to me, he's going to hit me in a forest. If he doesn't move, I'm going to go in that forest in front of him. Very good strategy that on hard mode, or later on in the game, will help you immensely. You know, it's like a mountains, 2 defense, 40, but you really can't go on there. Well, that's, because Seth is not doing anything, that's just it. Now notice how he's attacking me, but his hit, instead of being 40-something, 45, is instead 25. You will be the first to die. Glad he hit me. Of course. Alright. Now, why did it hit me? It's because the game has this thing called the RNG, or the random number generator. What it does is, it basically takes 25% and roll. And basically it's like they do something. It's like, alright, go. And the game does its thing. And if the numbers for some reason add up to 100%, you get hit. So he had a 25% chance, and the numbers came up to be 75 plus, which he ended up hitting me. So instead of attacking, I am going to take a roll in there. 7, 16. It healed 9, but if I had 17, it would heal 1 more. Alright. Now you see what you did there? A crit is a fancier attack that does triple damage. Amazing. What? How? We defeat O'Neil, and we gain 80 experience. Oh, that's a very good level up. Oh. Yeah, most of the time, if 3 stats or more go up, it's an okay level up of everything, but because con will never go up unless you promote. Never goes up. So, basically, if 3 more go up, that's good. If 2 is left out, that's amazing. Princess, are you injured? What? Oh no, I'm fine, Seth. But you look so pale. I'm fine. Fine. This is war, isn't it? It's not at all like the games I used to play with my brother or Leon. I never thought. I didn't know it would be this savage. Are words useless? Is strength all that matters? It's so sad. Why would the Grotto Empire do this? To what would they start a war? Princess. Don't worry, Seth. I won't give in to sorrow. Let's get moving. I'm not broken, and I won't stop until I see your name restored. I won't stop until I'm reunited with my father and brother. And a prologue. Chapter 1. Escape. Oh, and... Oh, crap. Here we go again. Princess Tana. Grotto's forces are approaching. What? So soon? Oh, we've had no time. Lady, we lack the arms to defend this castle. You must return to Castle Frelia. I can't. Not yet. We haven't found Erica and our companions yet. Sorry, I can't do that voice. Erica, this is my friend, and she needs my help. I won't abandon her. Oh, I know. Go ask King Hayden for more troops. Yes, Your Highness. Erica, please be safe. Commander Brugette. The enemy appears to be fortifying its position in the castle. They're tenacious, but they have no hope of stopping our advance. What are your orders, sir? Ha! Orders? You just stand here and watch. I'll crush them myself. As you command, sir. And that's a night critical. Yes, that class is... the enemy is what's called a knight. Very good defense, terrible resistance, very slow. Ha! That's what happens when you face my lance. Stop, right there. Call off your forces and turn back, or you'll have to deal with me. Is that so? And who might you be? Who? I am Tana, Princess of Frelia. I will not permit you to abuse my country anymore. Frelia's royal brat? How convenient. Leave this castle immediately. If you harm me, my father and brother will chase you to the Earth's end. Yes, I've heard how King Hayden dotes on his precious little daughter. Let's see how true that is. You'll make us a fine hostage, my dear. Seize the girl and lock her up. Right away, sir. No, let me go. Sam, look. I see it. It seems like all those are in his flesh. Already reached forward. The princess's place is perilous. We should bypass Milan altogether and head straight to the castle. But we can't just ignore this. You were there when Renee was invaded. You saw what I saw. You saw how the people suffered at the hands of Grotto's soldiers. Homes were destroyed, possessions stolen, women killed, kidnapped. Anyone who resisted was executed without question, without hesitation. Please, Seth, I can't allow that to happen to you. I don't want to see any more people harmed by Grotto's atrocities. Alright, Princess, I understand. Perhaps we could take Milan. Princess, you must act with caution. You people need you too. Of course, Seth. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna show you this off. A couple things. Hang on, I just want to check. Yeah, see, Knight class, very slow, speed of 1 and resistance of 0. So if we had a magic user, he would be dead instantly. But his defense is great, so pretty tough. A lot of forests here, like I said. Two new things, which I'll show one thing of. Houses. You go in, and they give you tips. The rumors are true, aren't they? The Grotto's army has taken over the castle. It looks like they seized the castle gate too. Smart work. The gate provides defense and heals wounds to boot. They must be fierce warriors to have taken the gate. Watch yourself. Now, what he just said was that this part of the castle, they're basically like the door for you to seize the castle. This, every turn when you're on it, heals you 3 HP. Every time. Every time it's your turn. And one more thing before I end this video. See this? This is a fort. And there's 2 forts. Forts, 2 defense, 2 extra defense, 20 evade, avoid, sorry, jeez. But they're the same thing as these guys. They heal you 3 HP every time your turn goes on. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of this episode, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for tuning in to part 2 of